Hello and welcome to our session on overcoming challenges, be unstoppable. So, today's session we have 7 speakers: Mr. C.V. Kumar, Irfan Nurani, Deepshikha Tripathi, Mitesh Shah, Dr. Anum Gohar, and Smriti Shah. Colonel Aditya Singhal has sent in his regrets, so he cannot join. So, all of us are part of the incredible youth coach training community, and we're going to share challenges and how we overcame them. So let me begin by introducing myself. I'm Dr. Roshmi Roy. I'm a transformational coach living in Mumbai. So with a PhD in English, I was into academics and I retired as a business communication professor. Then I switched to soft skills and personality development training in colleges until the pandemic happened and all the colleges were shut. And so I didn't want to waste time and I wrote 2 books of short stories, including stories about the people who had faced challenges during COVID times. It was only after I shifted to Mumbai that I discovered Arfeen Khan and his incredible youth coach training program. I realized the best way to help people and bring transformation in their lives was through coaching. So I joined the course and I got my certification last October. About 2 months back, I signed up to be a speaker at an online event called World Transformation Day. Suddenly, I fell and broke my hip bone. So I had to be taken to hospital and the doctor said immediate surgery. So my surgery happened and it was just 2 days later that I was to take part in the event. So I told my daughter to go home and fetch my laptop for me. And I sat up on my hospital bed and I made the presentation. So my attitude is, you can run a bulldozer over me, but I will still stand up. Challenges will always come because they are a part of life. It's how you face them that matters. So if you have a fear, just look your fear in the eye and walk right through it. Treat life as a hurdle race. And the person who jumps over all the hurdles will reach the finishing line. So that's all from me. And I'm going to invite Mr. C.V. Kumar. He's from Hyderabad, and he's a certified project manager by profession, and now he's a certified coach. So go ahead, Mr. Kumar.
Yeah, thank you, Rashmi. Welcome to all. This is Kumar. I'm from Hyderabad, as Rashmi told. See, I had a very big performance attitude, and everything is happening whatever I wish in some time back. All of a sudden, everything got changed up and down, and faced a lot of challenges. And suddenly, I realized I'm on the edge of the collapse. And next day, I felt I already collapsed. But fortunately, I decided to come back by taking the support of mentor, and I steadily and overcome all my challenges by focusing on my goals and outcomes and working on myself and learning whatever required to come out. And now I am again on the growth path, and it's really an incredible journey for me. So everyone faces challenges, I believe, whatever it may be. My feeling is that there are 3 categories which everyone will have some of the challenges or performances successful. Like one is relationships and wealth and health. Any one of these 3 is affected, everything will get affected. So we have to make it balance. That's what I learned, and my journey again started. Thank you, Roshmi, for giving this opportunity to introduce.
Roshmi ji, please unmute. You are on mute.
Okay, sorry. Yes, Dr. Anum Gohar, who is a pharmacist from Karachi. She's a gold medalist, NLP practitioner, silver ultra mind healer, speaker, and author, and has been a mindset and transformational coach for the past 3 years. So go ahead, Dr. Anum.
Hi everyone, this is Dr. Anam Gohar, and for the past 3 years, I have been in this profession of life coaching. Apart from that, I'm a pharmacist and I'm working in a project that is being funded by Melinda and Gates Foundation. So while being on ground in field, dealing with different patients from different backgrounds, and being in a field where the counseling is the most important thing, I always have this deep down in me this idea of creating something that can benefit my society. As I'm from a community, I'm from Pakistan. So here in my community, if we talk about mental health, if we talk about transformation, if we talk about discover your own potential and things like that, so it is still a taboo here. So people are quite reluctant to talk about their mental issues, mental health issues. They're quite reluctant to go for life coaching and things like that. So when I graduated, I had this idea of creating something to be in this field. But life has different plans for me. And when I got married about 4 years back, there was a situation in my life. I went to ICU and I was at the lowest of my health. And my uh, at the time of being in the ICU, I was just thinking about this, that if I ever get a chance to come out of this room in a good state, I'll change my life and I'll help my community, especially the women of my community, to grow. And at that time, the I would say the 5 key factors that I focused, that I keep in, that I kept in my mind, that has changed my life, that has helped me overcome the challenges that I was facing at that time. So the 5 key factors were that the number one was I was taking that challenge as an opportunity in that situation, because it was a time I was in my, I would say I was growing in my professional career. I was married. It was a healthy relationship with my spouse and with my in-laws as well. But what was happening inside of me, I wasn't taking care of my health and I was neglecting it. So at that time, I just kept this thing in my mind. This is the opportunity for me. And if I came out of this situation, I'll focus on my health and I will keep the track of everything, whether it's going for a walk or whether it's planning a good meal and things like that, a good routine. And the second thing that I kept in my mind was I will face this challenge and I will grow myself being in that challenge. What I have done is that when my surgery was done, and Alhamdulillah, I got discharged after a week. Then I started searching for courses like mindset courses or things like that, NLP practitioner certification, or everything that come. Or I would say I just Google it. I still remember the phrase that I Google it: how to change your mindset. I just put it on the Google and I searched it, and there were a lot of things like NLP practitioner certification. You can change through that, Silva Ultra Mind, life coaching. There were a lot of things, and I just keep this faith in me that I'll go for it. I will try to manage my finances because this is the thing that will change my life. And the third, I would say the third step that I have taken is that I have taken a massive action. The next thing I'm talking about the time it was, there was a time of COVID, like 2020 March. I'm talking about that time. So in March 2020, as you all know, there was a COVID, and you have to maintain social distancing. You have to stay at home. The world was changing, to be very honest. So at that time, I came across this opportunity that you can learn all of these things virtually as well. So I took this opportunity and I started, I just jumped into this mind sciences thing. And along with my 9 to 6 job, so it was like 9 to 6, I was doing my job. And after that, like after 6 p.m., so I started working on all these things. I enrolled in certain courses. So it almost took me a whole day, like from 6 till midnight, like 12, 11. I used to work on all these things. So I took a massive action. And the fourth thing that I have, I would say that has helped me overcome this challenge. By the way, I was a kind of a person who don't ask for help. Like I was a kind of a person who used to think that, okay, there's no need to ask for help. I can do everything on my own. And this is the most destructive pattern, I would say. Being a woman, I realize that this is the most destructive pattern we all carry, that we shouldn't seek for help. So the next thing that I have changed in my mindset was I started asking for help from my spouse, from my in-laws, from my friends. Whenever I feel like I need someone who is there in my I would say in my mastermind, who can support me. And the fifth thing and the most important thing is that I started learning from my failures and from my challenges and from my setbacks. I always take my setbacks as an opportunity and as a lesson to take something from it and then to grow after it. So these are the five, I would say, five key points that I have taken from my journey. And right now, alhamdulillah, I'm in this field from the last 3 years, coaching clients, and I am about to become an author as well. So I would say this mind sciences thing, this NLP practitioner thing, being a being a IYCT graduate, I came across this opportunity last year. I was being in this incredible you journey since a year now. So this journey has, I would say, has changed my life, my mindset as well, my relationships. Now I'm so much flexible. I can see this, that I am so much flexible in things. I can do, I don't know how, but there is a thing that I have learned from my one of my mentor. He used to say this: there is no unresourceful person. There is only an unresourceful state. So when you operate from the unresourceful state, you feel like there is you cannot do this, or there is something, or you have a lot of excuses. But right now, after doing this incredible you certification, I am always operating from a resourceful state. So whether I am having a very tough situation in my life, or whether there is a family emergency or something, so I always have a, you can say, a plan B and plan C. So we can do this. There is a thing we can manage it, or things like that. So this is all from me, from what I have learned from my challenges. And thank you, Roshmi ma'am, for giving us this opportunity to speak about our own challenges and helping the community to learn from it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Anum. That was very insightful, and we have learned from it also. So I would like to invite Mitesh Shah, who's from Mumbai. He's a serial entrepreneur by profession and an enabler by passion. And he's also a very inspiring person. So let's hear from you.
So much. Good evening, everyone. Namaste to one and all. Hi, this is Mitesh here from Mumbai, mindset transformation coach, serial entrepreneur, and a national level wheelchair tennis player. I had polio since I was 6 months old, and it affected both my lower limbs. So y'all can understand what fair share of struggles it brings along to a disabled person. In spite of that, today, if you all see me, such a confident person in front of you, is all because of the support of my family. So today I want to share a very, very profound part of my life journey, which has created a huge impact and a breakthrough in my life. And that is buying a four-wheeler and driving it by myself. Yes, you all heard it right. I mean, it is a very normal thing for everyone to buy a four-wheeler and drive it, but not for me, as everyone thinks. But there was a stubbornness that I want to do it. So, and it was before this Google era. So it was a very, very tough time to look out for some car establishment to customize my car as per my disability and comfort, and to look out for a car which I can actually drive, look out how to obtain my license, who will teach me how to drive on the road, so many things, absolutely so many things. Somehow, since the stubbornness was there to drive the car, I made it. I still remember the day I got my license. I went home. I took my parents, my wife, and we went for the first drive all the way to Siddhivinayak Mandir. Tears were rolling down of my father, my mother, my wife, and me. The excitement was so high that I was in a different state altogether throughout that phase. The day-to-day commuting from work to home and home to work was taken care of very easily. And I was so happy. The more I drove, the more happier I became. The more happier I became, the more confident I became. My confidence just grew manifold. But all along this time, something was just hammering me. All the pictures, the struggles of looking out for a car, looking out for someone to customize it, looking out for help from the road police officers to help and guide for the license, to help someone how to drive it. It was just creating some kind of tremor in me. During that time, my mom was going through cancer. So during one of her chemotherapy, I was sitting in the doctor's clinic and I stumbled upon this article written on Dr. John Rockefeller from US. I'm sure many must have heard about him. He was the first billionaire in the world and the richest person in US. By age of 25, he had already conquered 90% of US oil business. By the age of 31, he had monopolized entire world in oil business. By age 58, he was the richest person if we count in terms the value in terms today. But at the age of 53, something very severe happened to him. He fell ill, and all his skilled physicians, doctors had predicted he will die within 2 years. His life became a hell. He started thinking, all my wealth is not going to help me even stay one more day on this planet. So he decided to just donate his wealth. As soon as he started donating, miracle happened. Magic happened. Within 2 years, he got back his health and he lived up till age of 98. And Eureka, this was my Eureka moment. I immediately went back home with my mom. I called up the person who customized my car. I told him I'm coming at your place right now. I went, I met him. I decided from today onwards, anyone who wants to buy a car, any physically challenged person who wants to buy a car, you are going to connect him with me. I will be their guide. I will help them. People started calling me from nowhere. Someone is calling me from Coimbatore, someone is calling me from Delhi, someone is calling me from Gujarat, and I got calls all the way from Dubai. And I started helping everyone with whatever knowledge I had. Then the people in RTO started calling me. If someone had called them, you connect with Mitesh, he will guide you properly. This is how things went on. And up till now, I have taught 26 people, physically challenged people, how to drive. And now we have a community of around 500 people in India driving through other people whom I have helped them driving. I have drove from Mumbai to Jaipur. I have drove from Mumbai to Goa. I remember driving, taking my wife in the dead hour when she had this labor pain all the way to the doctor without being, asking help from anyone. So this thing just changed my life completely. And I always say this, your response to the event of your life is more important than the event itself. Thank you so much. This was one of the major breakthroughs in my life, and that confidence has helped me now become a coach, NLP master practitioner. I have 3 running businesses. I'm an educator and a national level wheelchair player vying to represent India in 2026. Thank you so much, ma'am, to conduct this wonderful, wonderful initiative and give us some opportunities. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Mitesh. I knew you were a very inspiring person from the video you sent me of he was in a wheelchair and he was playing tennis. So I said, wow, marvelous. And then I didn't know all the rest of the story. So I'm really, really impressed at having a person like you with us.
But that is the wow which I want to remove. That is the mindset. If you see some able body playing tennis, you can never say wow. So why that wow for me? Why can't you treat me the same way you treat a person able body playing tennis or any other sport for that matter?
No, it's the feeling that if I was in that position, I wouldn't be able to do it. It's a marveling at somebody doing something which I can't do. So anyway, so Irfan, since you have joined, would you like to go next? Irfan, are you there?
I just allow me some time. Whoever is next can
Okay,
go.
fine.
I'll go forward.
Then is Deepshika there? Deepshika?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, would you like to go? Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
We
Definitely.
have Deepshika Tripathi, who's a counseling psychologist, transformation coach, and she's the founder of Prayas Psychological Services. She's also the chairperson of Mindset Summit and a best-selling author. So, floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Roshmi, for inviting me here and just creating this wonderful platform for us. And I really appreciate your great story and all those who have shared their stories so far. So Now I'm taking this opportunity to start sharing my story. So I'm just like a very normal person. And of course, I have many dreams. So my book is also related to that. And rather than setbacks and hurdles, how anyone can overcome, I'm going to share a few takeaways from my journey that probably anyone can implement and can get the desired result. So the three main factors, I would say, key factors basically for being unstoppable. Number one is mindset. Your mindset matters, no matter where you are, whosoever you are. So just keep on working on your mindset. It's about how are you responding to a certain situation, how you are taking adversity, the way you are looking at it, your perspective. Okay. So it's very important to keep on working on our perspectives and at least try to be optimistic. It's not always possible. I know, easier than said than done. But from practice, it just, becomes a part of you. You see things differently. And that's from where the shift starts. And challenges become opportunity for you, no matter how big or small challenges are they. And next, I would say mentor. Each person must have a great mentor in their life. Mentor is someone who is sometimes be so caring and compassionate about you, and maybe sometimes be very rude towards you and strict towards you with their sticks and keep you driving every time, every single moment a step ahead. So find, if you are having a mentor, that's great. If not, then please find someone out there, because without mentor, it's really impossible to be unstoppable. So now let's move towards the third factor. Third factor is mastermind. Mastermind could be someone from your friends, from your family, or from some community. Like we have our incredible community. And mastermind really contributes a lot to drive you. It acts as driving force no matter what goes on your life. For example, I would like to share in a very short, just my story from 2019 till now. There were 3 cancer patients in my family back to back. And on every alternate year so far, we have lost a member in our family. So the year was 2020, then it was 22, and then again in 23, recently on 4th of June, I have shared the same with this one. Even then, what's driving me to just here with you all, that's just this mastermind. So importance of mastermind, you can just, it works beyond your imagination. It keeps you driving no matter what. And that's why I have just said yes when, after seeing the message in group, yes, I'll be there with other speakers, because I don't want to lose the momentum. I want to be well set in that frame of mind, so that keeps me driving. And we cannot we cannot control certain situations of your life, maybe positive, maybe negative. So it's better to focus on whatever things are under control. So I'm just trying to focus my shift on what drives me, along with balancing definitely my family responsibilities and everything. And so is there to share with you for me that, yeah, take care of these 3 factors: mindset, mentor, and mastermind. I'll repeat again: mindset, mentor, and mastermind. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. Thank you for listening me, and thank you, Rashmi.
Thank you so much, Deepshika, for being here in spite of being under such trying circumstances and keeping your commitment. That's a great quality, I must say. To keep your commitment. That's a really great character trait that is there. So I would like to call upon Ms. Shruti Shah, who is a CFA, currently located in Budapest in Hungary. She is a life coach, keynote speaker, and author of the book Discover Your Precious Diamond. Smriti.
Hello, Rashmi ji. First of all, thank you so much for you for inviting all of us out here. And I must appreciate to all of the speakers, and I give Lots of clap to all of them because they all are so inspiring. Mitesh ji, Dr. Arum Goha, Dipshikha, uh, and you, Rashmi ji. You all inspired me a lot. So I'm so happy to be around you people, and I'm so blessed for that. Now, as about me, as you know, I'm at Budapest and Hungary, and about my obstacle. Before 2 years, when I came to Budapest as a married woman, I have two kids. I always used to feel that I'm not getting time for myself. And this is the biggest obstacle I faced, I think. And I think just like me, many other one must be feeling the same thing that when you have a family, you don't have time for much time for yourself or have less time for your dreams or your self work. So, and I used to feel the same thing about myself. But during this coaching journey, I realized that that is not others or some other circumstances. That is just a me who is doing this priority to giving this priority to my family and my kids. And it is because we women are always brought up in such a manner that for us our priorities are kids and family. And obviously I don't blame anyone for that because it's a natural, very natural thing. But after this coaching journey, I realized one thing, that instead of blaming or asking someone else that what shall I do, I shall discover in myself that what I'm supposed to do, what I'm supposed to concentrate on solution, what solutions I shall find out for myself and obviously for others, so that one can overcome this challenge and get some more time for themselves. So that's what I am. And on the same notes, I have written my book, Discover Your Precious Diamond. So now let's see what I did, small things to overcome this challenge. First of all, I took a charge on myself that I will do something to get solution. So that's the first thing I had done. After that, I uh, I started rescheduling my day in a prior time, and I used to give more time in such a manner to myself so that I can justify my time also and my family time also. And this way, I started getting more and more time for myself. Then again, after that, I have started keeping some buffer time, like 30 minutes or 45 minutes of buffer time for one particular task. So in a day when we are planning something, some kind of schedule, and if we want to reach at some particular place, then if we keep a buffer time, it will be easier for us to reach. And it's okay to be earlier sometime rather than being late. And what things I could get by being on a time or prioritizing my things. First of all, I would say that that has boosted up my self confidence a lot. That had given me a calm mind. That had increased my abilities. I would say I now I'm open to have my new dreams and obviously new plans. So ahead with that, I would say that along with this buffer time and schedule, I also started allotting work to my family members or people around me. And along with that, I've also started giving more and more work to machines. so that I will have more time for myself and I can manage all the things together in a same time frame. So that is another important thing. Then along with this, prioritizing yourself is also one of the thing. Like we generally prioritize as a woman, married woman. We generally prioritize our kids and family first, even if their things are less important. Few things, then also we don't prioritize ourselves first. So I've started analyzing this all small things and started allotting enough of time for them. And these all things I have also contributed in my book, Discover Your Precious Diamond, which is an e-book, and it is on Amazon. And trust me, these things have added lots of time in my own schedule. And now I have also started dancing. I have also started taking classical dance, which I was not doing since last 10, 12 years. When I was in school, I had done some time for some time. And now I've again started to learn, and soon I'm going to perform also. So this is one of the best thing happened to me. This is one of the best thing I have overcome. So that's me and my story. And thank you once again, Roshmi ji, for inviting me over here.
Oh, thank you, Smriti. Tell me, I'm so interested. Dance class isn't there is in Budapest? Classical dance?
Yes, dear.
Yes.
Yes, I'm doing Bharatnatyam dance now. I started learning it again since last
That's
6-7 months.
wonderful, because yes, I was also very much interested in dance, but Indian communities, they are like they have this mindset that with age you can't do so many things. That is that's the problem living in India. But it's
Yes, I know. I can understand that. Even I have that kind of lots of mindset on for myself also, that now I have given birth to 2 kids, so now I cannot dance. Even I was facing that obstacle, like my legs were paining a lot when I started dancing. But yeah, with a positive mindset and a positive attitude and consistency, we can achieve over it.
Irfan, would you like to take over?
Yes, I can go next.
Yes, please. And just excuse me for 2 minutes.
Hey guys, how are you doing? Hello everyone.
Nice to see you.
same here to all of you. I'm really happy and so excited to listen to these amazing stories of all of you guys. It's it's really inspiring actually, and I'm glad we did this, because see, at times we work with people, but we don't know sometimes, you've gone through X or gone through Y, and it's really enlightening for me. I don't know how you feel about this. So again, I'll do my part of the story. I know I'm not the coach here. I'm just a member, just like yourself, as a speaker, and I'm going to share something about, the topic that we have been talking about, right, from our own perspective. So of course, you guys know me. Irfan Murani is my name, and it's been a long it's been a 7 or 8 years, right, into this industry of speaking, coaching, transformation. And I think I really connected with the word challenges initially, right? Because I used to always think that, my life is, I mean, it still is to a certain degree, but I used to feel that, oh my God, I went through so many hardships and so many things in my life, like, raised by a single parent, my father was not around. I'm not trying to say it wasn't hard, but I'm saying that now I have a better perspective. I think that's the reason I'm talking it in a different way, and I'll explain what I'm trying to say. I connected with the word challenges. In fact, when I was starting my journey as a speaker and a coach, this was the one topic that I was really connected with, and I wanted to build a program around it, like, overcoming challenges, overcoming obstacles. But now, after 7, 8 years and listening to some amazing, inspiring stories, and listening and knowing about some amazing human beings, right, I realize that what does challenge mean to a person is very individualistic. Let me repeat. What does challenge means to you, to me? It's very individualistic, right? How I look at it through a certain lens. Smriti look at her challenge through a certain lens. Is it right or wrong? I'm no one to say anything. It's her reality. It's her truth, and the way she looks at it, that is what is going to create the next step for her. What Mitesh looks at his story is his truth. No one can deny it. No one can say anything about it. But the way he looks at it will decide the next step. And similarly, I realized over a period of time and working with amazing human beings just like yourself and many more, I started looking at my challenges slightly differently. And I know I'm not talking about the most cliched statement that, it's available out there. Challenges are opportunities. Yes, of course, they are opportunities. But let's analyze, first of all, is a challenge really a challenge? Maybe for me, it is. But what about this? If I start looking at my challenge with a renewed perspective from someone else's lenses, someone else's story, someone else's mindset, would I find a different view? Would I find a different way of looking at it, which either maybe it completely dissolves from the level of being a challenge, or it gives a perspective saying, it's not a challenge, maybe it's a situation. And whether you call it a challenge or a situation, the next step that I truly and genuinely believe from the bottom of my heart, that hasn't changed much since the time I started, is there for a reason. It's there to communicate to you to something that you are either meant for bigger things, or you have a lesson to learn here, or you have an opportunity to grow. Doesn't matter what area you're talking about. You talk about health, you talk about relation. Like for me, a classic example, at times I used to feel initially when I got married with my partner, my wife, she comes from a different background. She has a different set of values, beliefs, and all of these things. And every time she used to face me, I used to feel, oh my God, how do I deal with this, right? It's a challenge. But actually, that was a way for God, universe, whatever you call it, to show me my weaknesses. Oh, there is another person who looks at it this way, and I should be better if I do it this way, right? So first, question your challenges, what you're saying it's challenges, or whatever issues, however you're labeling, because every word means different meaning to different people. And I'm sure a lot of your coaches will understand this element, that every word, happiness, could mean something else to someone. Happiness could mean that going in a park and sitting on the bench is happiness for someone. For someone, happiness would mean $5 million is not even enough, right? So how are we looking at our own challenges? That's the first thing that I would do, to look at it in a way and actually look at the truth. Is it really a challenge, or it's a situation for me to go forward with, right, or deal with? The second thing that I did, as I said, as I genuinely believe that it's an opportunity for you to evolve, to become better, to change something about your life, to change something about your characteristics, to say something, or simply take it with a pinch of salt. Say, you know what, this has happened, and I need to move on. I need to move forward, right? And the third point that I want to make is very unique, and I don't know if it's been talked about in this manner that I'm going to talk about. And it may really help everyone. I don't know if maybe you as well, all of you sitting on the session. What I used to do, I used to look, as I said, my own past story with a certain lens of, so, oh my God, it was such a big challenge that I overcame with. Fine, there's certain parts to it which is absolutely true, but the certain parts to it, the more you rewire, the more you re-engage with the same problem in the past, and you keep telling yourself, oh my God, I went through this. This is not the experience, I would say, but the residue of that thing that you have gone through still remains with us. So let go of that old story and the residue that still is there in that story, which is not helping you, which is keeping you or reminding you with those challenges and bringing those emotions or bringing those things with you. Now, the magical part is, the more you tell your story and the more you start telling it with ease, it will start disappearing. The sting to it, what I'm trying to say is, I hope I'm able to communicate it. Every time I used to tell my story from the past because I looked at it in a very grandiose way. Oh my God, I went through so much of issue, challenge. I used to feel emotional. I used to live the story in the past. So stop living that challenging story in your mind and start moving forward with, you know what, this has happened. I dealt with it, and it's brilliant. And last but not the least, let me put a better metaphor to this. I've actually already shared it in one of my YouTube videos as well. Think of anything that comes to your life, any challenge, any issue that you're facing in the context of a movie. What happens generally in a movie? There are two main characters in the movie. There are two main characters in the movie. Which one are these two characters? One is a hero. One is a hero, one is a villain. What needs to happen for the hero to be the hero? The hero has to defeat the villain. So every challenge, everything that happens to your life, if it helps you, you should look at it that way. First, I would say reframe, look at it as it is, and not just sometimes you feel, oh my God. No, it's okay, it's happened. You can't do much. And look at the truth. Secondly, take it as an opportunity. So you start, when you take it as an opportunity, you'll start looking at it as even better than what it is. You understand? You're looking at the truth first, not over exaggerating, not in your head because you get affected. Second, you're looking at it better than it is, saying it's an opportunity for me to be free. To come out of a relation. It's an opportunity for me not having the house, my mom suffering. It's an opportunity for me to make money and buy a bigger house for my mom. That's what I thought, right? And I told myself, no one is coming, right? I got the speed, I got the reason. And the third, remove that stinkiness or the strong emotion attached to that old story now and say, you know what? I did it. I got the medal. I am the hero because I defeated the villain. Thank you so much. All the best, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Irfan. He's our mentor and coach, and all of us look up to him, and you can realize that now. All the lessons and the way he teaches us. So now that we have come to the end of the speakers, would anyone else like to contribute something? What about Yasin? Because you've been here, a very faithful person right from the beginning. Yasin is from Dubai, and he's been here right from the start. So do you want to say something?
Yes, hi. I think in all the group, I know mainly Irfan because I'm also from Arfeen student, and I got the coaching from the nice group, and I learned a lot from all the people. And Irfan, I remember 2-3 years ago already. When I think about, I mean, he was really the man for leading all the sessions and everything, and helping hundreds of people, I remember, in the conference. And I like the point of view, the last one of Irfan, exactly. Everything is relative. And I agree with the point, because always people, I don't know the word in English, but use it like, oh, I'm sorry, and my past is killing me and things like that. So it doesn't give you the energy to go further, and it's like carrying something in your leg, something like that. So I didn't say it in this way, but it's very true. And I like, I mean, all the story, the challenge of every person, because I know all the people who are here, they have more experience than me as a coaching. I mean, I'm working in an engineering side in completely different, but the last few days, me in my Facebook, in my LinkedIn, if you go there, you will see something new. So I am changing things and going back to my coaching that I love and helping people, but in something else.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
for sharing. Yes, now Suparna Malhotra, would you like?
Very happy that
Roshmi, you have to mute everyone apart from the speaker, otherwise there'll be too much of static noise.
Yes, yes, but how do I do that?
Go in
I
the
think
chat and mute all. And also make Smriti or someone as a host as well, so that she can someone else can manage as well and
All.
give you a hand.
Yes, I've muted all. Mute all current new participants. Yes. Yes, I've muted. Yes, go ahead, Suparna.
Yeah, thank you, Moshmi, and good evening, everyone. My privilege, I could attend, most part of it, although I was, I had network issues in between. But yes, I heard wonderful stories and very inspiring. I mean, now I can say that they are stories, but while the things are happening, they do not feel like stories. They really feel, they're kind of the situations and challenges that each one of us has experienced. They really look very larger than life, and I quite correlate, because I practice what Irfan just said about the hero and the villain part. And I just would like to add, since I practice the Brahma Kumaris, and so I look at it also from a spiritual perspective, that if we can look at the challenge or the situation from a detached perspective, like how I am watching a movie of my own life, while it was happening, it's very, very larger than life, really sucking me in the emotional, the drain it is having on me. But if I can look at it now from a detached lens perspective, then it becomes very, it becomes an opportunity to, really make some progress from that situation. So I also my starting point in Arfeen's coaching platform was also a challenge that I experienced in the form of emotional trauma by losing 7 close family members and friends, and in the COVID Delta wave, which is 2021. So I lost both my parents, my father-in-law, my close childhood friend, my bua. So that was, I really went down. And while that challenge was happening, I chanced upon Arfeen's platform. And from there on, I wouldn't say, so the journey has, the grief journey is still there, it's happening, but it has slowly transformed. I won't say I have overcome, but yes, it's changed shape. The grief has changed shape. The challenge has taken, a new shape and a new dimension, because I keep myself so happily occupied with the with the transformation journey that I'm undergoing myself on a day-to-day basis, as well as helping the other people, whom I'm coaching. So I really like that perspective. If we can have not look it as a challenge, probably a situation, because certain situations will come in life, and the death will come in life in any way, any which ways. So if we can look at life with the fact that yes, this situation is there, now what next? Should I just sit there, just continue moping, or maybe take the courage to stand up strong and move ahead? And that's what the coaching platform has given me, that strength. And I think it has also given me a kind of a shift towards a third party perspective. And I really want to be the hero of my own life. In fact, one of my favorite songs is I'm My Own Hero. It's a nice motivational song by the I think the Fearless group. So yes, thank you so much. I'm very privileged that I could attend this meeting of yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Suparna, so much for sharing. Is there anybody else among participants who wants to share anything? I can't see anyone else on the screen. So if you're there, anyone wants to share? Otherwise, we would call it a day. Or any questions? No? Okay. Thank you so much for being here and attending. I think we all learn from each other. That is what we do, isn't it? That is why we here. We share and we learn from each other. And it's on our journey, we have so much, to gain from this community that we're in, and from being part of this mastermind and being part of others who are on the same path, and they can also share with us and teach us. So thank
Mr.
you so much.
Raman, would you
Yes,
like to share anything? Yourself.
I think we are going to end the meeting now. So thank you so much, everyone. And
Yes, sorry, madam. It's just a few words.
yes, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. I couldn't take the opportunity earlier. Yeah, actually, madam, very nice being here in this community, and I have been introduced through this one of your Arfeen Khan students and mentor, that is Kumar Garu, H.V. Kumar, and I'm glad that I met him and I'm in the community. So I'm taking his coaching, and I feel very confident nowadays. Like, though I was almost there, but still I was looking for somebody's help to be mentor who is there very close to me and taking care of me, guiding me, and putting me in the proper direction. And this was actually received by me through Kumar's contact, and I feel glad. I thank you, madam. I thanks a lot. I'm here there.
Thank you so much. It's good to have someone who is appreciating being in the community. And so for today, we call it a day. Thank you and goodbye.
Thanks, madam. Bye. Thank you. Good day.